So when Karnataka is in the middle of controversy related to demand of its MLAs for luxuries like recliners and massage chairs, there seems to be now a new demand. This time it's for a salary hike, and that too by 50%. As per sources, what we are learning that the Congress-led Karnataka government is mulling to hike the salary of legislators, and a bill on this one is expected to be introduced in the assembly session. Now, Karnataka legislators have cited the rising of cost of living for their demand. And as per sources, Chief Minister Siddaramaiah, who did not initially give in to the demand, later said that he would look into the demand after the Business Advisory Committee submits a report on this.
Sir, is there a plan to hike the salaries of MLAs? Sir, that was a request that had come in as well.
I have no idea on that one.
Sir, is there a plan to hike the salaries of MLAs? Sir, that was a request that had come in as well.
I have no idea on that one.
The subject did figure in our meeting. Opinions were also expressed. Government will consider the suggestions made in the meeting. We may bring some legislation during this session.
Okay. Legislation on revising the salary by 50% or what is
No.
In 2022,
that is to be decided. We will bring legislation regarding revision of salary because it is long time it is not done.
Well, Imran, Deepak and Neha, all of them who are joining us live right now, as far as Imran, when this comes to this suggestion that has now come across from the legislative itself, because here it seems that this is one point that political parties, whether be it in the government or the opposition, there would be hardly any pushback to such kind of a suggestion, especially when it comes to a hike in salaries.
Well, as far as the hike in salary is concerned, all parties are united in this. In fact, this is a representation given by one of the BJP MLA, Arvind Bellad, and also all MLAs are in unison with this increase in salary hike. This is the demand which they had put in last assembly election. A bill was also there but was not introduced in the assembly. So this time they asked the CM whether what has happened to that bill, whether they're going to introduce this time too. The CM has said that he's in principle approval of it, but let the committee sit and decide about the increase in 50% of hike is what the MLAs have demanded. So once the committee gives a proposal, then after that it can be introduced as a bill in the current session of the assembly. But the government is yet not appointed a chairman for the committee. We have to hear from what the committee will, what will the tenure of it, what time will be. But as of right now, all MLAs have decided that they requested the CM to increase the salary and in fact also allot 20 crore rupees for the Constitutional Club, which was inaugurated last year. It was a heritage building, Balpuri Guest House. They want more additional facilities into this Constitutional Club, and they're demanding 20 crore rupees to be allocated for that.
All right. As through news sources that we are getting, that this suggestion mainly has come in from a BJP leader. Now, reacting to this issue, the BJP leader in Karnataka Council, LOP, has said that it is not about supporting or opposing the salary hike. He says that some MLAs oppose and some of them support it. Let's listen into the side coming in from the BJP.
Maybe Arvind Bellad was moved a bill earlier, 3 years back. He just asked what about the bill. So Chief Minister told that. So we will decide. That's all has happened in the meeting. See, it is not a matter of supporting or going against it. See, some MLS even doesn't need of all this. Some is needed, so that we cannot tell individually anything.
Well, Deepak, this seems that, political parties are on the same page, but what happened back in 2022? Wasn't there a revision regarding the salaries of the legislators?
Well, this is something that periodically, time and again, is discussed. Legislators believe that, either their TADA amount that has been given to them needs to be revised and they feel that it should be increased. Salary in the past as well, of course, there has been a proposal and that point in time as well, they decided to go ahead and do that. And now, once again, this proposal has been made. The Chief Minister initially, of course, was, asking the legislators whether this is the need of the hour right now. But because there were several of them who were quite persistent that this needs to be done and it is the need? Because there have been, of course, not drawing a big salary. They say that, it eventually leads to them spending out of their pockets for most of their necessities and needs. And right now, that will be the need of the hour, was the request that came in. In fact, like Imran was pointing out, it was one of the BJP legislators, Arvind Bellad himself, who brought this up too, is what we are hearing during the meeting. The Chief Minister has assured that this will be seriously looked into. We're expecting a legislation as well before this budget session comes to a close. That would mean before, the 20th of or 21st of March. So that's going to be very interesting. How much will be the percentage of increase? Once again, we should understand that all of this, of course, is going to be paid out of the taxpayers' money. And right now, while they're completely drawing flack for those massage chairs that are being installed in the assembly, this on the sidelines, once again, will probably draw the ire of the public at large.
So does it mean, as far as Karnataka's development and the chairs are concerned, in full recline mode in the state of Karnataka? Because this is the question that the BJP has now been raising it, calling it the Congress's version of a Sheesh Mahal mindset. That seems to be the priority of the Siddaramaiah Sarkar. Listen in.
एक तरफ कर्नाटका की खटाखट इकोनॉमिक मॉडल के चलते कर्नाटका की सरकार वहां पर इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर डेवलपमेंट के लिए कोई पैसा नहीं दे पा रही है, कंस्टिट्यूएंसीज के लिए पैसा नहीं दे पा रही है, परंतु पैसा कर्नाटका की कांग्रेस सरकार वहां के स्पीकर किस पर खर्च कर रहे हैं? आलीशान लग्जरी वीवीआईपी रिक्लाइनर और वीवीआईपी मसाज चेयर के लिए। बताइए, विधानसभा जो होता है वो काम करने के लिए होता है, वहां पर शीश महल नहीं बनाया जा सकता। पर दिल्ली में अरविंद केजरीवाल के शीश महल से प्रभावित होकर कर्नाटका कांग्रेस ने भी वही मॉडल अपनाया है। जनता की किसी को नहीं पड़ी। या तो हमने देखा है शिव कुमार जी सिद्धरमैया जी चेयर की लड़ाई लड़ते या रिक्लाइनर चेयर लगाते।
कांग्रेस पार्टी को जनता का काम नहीं करना है, इसकी मानसिकता अय्याशी करने की और शीशमहल बनाने वाली मानसिकता है, जो हर इंडिया अलायंस के नेता की मानसिकता है। अरविंद केजरीवाल शीशमहल बनाते हैं और कांग्रेस पार्टी कर्नाटका के अंदर मसाज वाली चेयर्स जो है वो लगाने की बात करती है। इससे यही स्पष्ट होता है कि एक तरफ जनता त्रस्त है और कांग्रेस पार्टी और उसके एमएलए और एमपीज करप्शन करके मसाज कराते हुए मस्त है।
Well, Neha, coming to you on that part, is this salary hike a bid to pacify certain legislators who in the past have been disgruntled and disappointed with the government of not having enough development funds, because the government seems to be giving more priority in fulfilling their guarantee promises?
Well, that's right. Of course, it wouldn't be wrong here to say that development to some extent has taken a backseat in the state of Karnataka. Whether it's Congress leaders who've been speaking about it themselves or whether it's the BJP MLAs, in fact, who are...
We'll come back to you, Neha, Imran and Deepak. We have a big breaking update that is now coming across. Let's put our focus on that. This is a big twist regarding the Sambhal case, as it has now been tagged as a disputed structure. The court has now called the masjid as a disputed structure. Now, this is coming at a time when it was in last November in 2024 when violence that broke out during a court-monitored survey that was issued, and right after that, of course, when it comes to building up a police post, that was also taken up in the courts, writing that this was a property of the Waqf. However, now the mosque that has been tagged as a disputed structure, this is a development that we are getting to know from the court over there with regards to Sambhal and the violence that had now taken place in the area. The mosque has now been tagged as a disputed site. Now, this is as far as when it comes to the court, which was taking up the matter of Sambhal Shahi Jama Masjid case. This is a development that has now come from the court.
सुप्रीम कोर्ट में जाकर तय होना है, जिसकी पहली सीढ़ी चंदौसी की कोर्ट है और जहां पर यह मामला लंबित है।
So this was a petition concerning the Shahi Jama Masjid as far as the bench which is now concerned, because permission that was being taken from the court itself. Pradeep Datta, who is connected with us right now regarding the masjid there during the holy month of Ramzan. However, the court has come out and given the tag of a disputed structure to the mosque. Pradeep, what does it mean?
So this is a very big setback for the Masjid committee because they had been insisting that this was a mosque, and the Hindu side had always claimed that this was a temple that was demolished during the Mughal period, and that partially demolished, and then they had constructed a mosque. So Hindu side has always been maintaining the same thing, because already we have seen that it was on the basis of the court that on November 24th, the second time the survey was conducted, and during survey the area was properly photographed, and also they had taken the video, and it was only while the survey was being conducted that there was a violence also. We saw that 4 people lost their lives as some people came out on road, they started pelting stone, and somebody from within the mob also opened fire targeting, because they wanted to create a situation which would have led to the riots, and that would have spread to the different parts of the country. That's what actually their aim was, and this has been revealed during the police investigation also.
Vishnu Shankar Jain is connected with us. Let's get in a word from him. Mr. Jain, the court tagging the structure of the mosque of Shahi Jama Masjid as disputed. What does it mean? Mr. Jain?
Yeah, according to me, see, if any matter is there before the court, always if any property is in list or is in dispute before the Honorable Court, either before the Civil Judge Senior Division or before the Honorable Allahabad High Court, it is always called as a disputed structure. So far as Ram Mandir Babri Masjid dispute was also concerned, it was also called as a disputed structure until unless the court gives finality to the issue, to the title, property in question. So what the Allahabad High Court has recorded in today's order is disputed structure, because this is a practice as per the Transfer of Property Act, and this is the practice when a matter is pending sub judice before the Honorable Court, it is always called as a disputed structure.
So any side that cannot now stake claim as far as when it comes to this structure, it is now concerned, because already on the court's instructions were given to the ASI to conduct its inspection and cleanliness as well. But when it comes to staking claim, do you believe that this time it cannot happen now that the court has tagged it as disputed structure?
See, it cannot because of a very clear fact that this has been notified by the ASI as an ancient protected monument, as a national monument, and it finds at serial number 250 of the list of the ASI. That notification is not being challenged by any of the parties. So as of now, the fact is that whether this is a mosque as per the AMSAR Act 1958, or whether this is a temple as per the claim of the Hindu plaintiffs. So now when two parties are before the Honorable Court, in the judicial practice, it is always known as a disputed structure. So there is nothing like the High Court has decided the rights of any of the parties. All the contentions of the parties are left open, and everything will be ultimately decided when the civil suit comes to a conclusion.
विष्णु जी, हमारे जो बाकी जो दर्शक है उनके लिए भी आप जरा अगर हम हमें समझा सके कि आखिरकार अगर कोर्ट की तरफ से डिस्प्यूटेड स्ट्रक्चर अगर इसे कहा गया है तो इसका क्या मायने रखते हैं और आगे लीगल प्रोसीडिंग्स किस तरह से बढ़ेंगी?
देखिए, मेरे हिसाब से डिस्प्यूटेड स्ट्रक्चर तब यूज किया जाता है जब आप कोर्ट में दो पार्टीज कोर्ट में अप्रोच करती हैं। अगर एक पार्टी ये कह रही है कि ये जगह जो है वो हरिहर मंदिर है और दूसरा पार्टी ये कह रही है कि ये जामी मस्जिद है, तो कोर्ट ड्यूरिंग द पेंडेंसी ऑफ द जुडिशियल प्रोसीडिंग court cannot take a view that whether it's a mosque or whether it's a temple. So that's why in judicial practice उसे disputed structure के रूप में इस्तेमाल किया जाता है, यूज किया जाता है, यही judicial terminology। और मैं आपको बताना चाहता हूँ कि राम मंदिर के केस में जी जो पूरा 50-70 साल तक ये डिस्प्यूट चला, तो उसको डिस्प्यूटेड स्ट्रक्चर ही कहा जाता था सारे जुडिशियल प्रैक्टिस में। तो मेरे हिसाब से कोई बहुत बड़ी चीज नहीं है, ना किसी के राइट्स डिसाइड हुए अभी, ना अभी किसी के खिलाफ कोई बात हुई है। अभी मैटर सब जुडिस है ऑनरेबल इलाहाबाद हाई कोर्ट में, इसीलिए हाई कोर्ट ने दोनों पार्टीज की ना मंदिर कहा है, ना उसे मस्जिद कहा है, ना एएसआई का राइट अभी कहा है। अभी सारी बातें कंटेंशन अभी ओपन है, जब हाई कोर्ट उसमें फाइनल अपना जजमेंट देगा, इसलिए तब तक के लिए उसमें डिस्प्यूटेड स्ट्रक्चर के रूप में उसको उपयोग किया।
चलिए, धन्यवाद आपका विष्णु शंकर जैन जी हमारे साथ जुड़ने के लिए। डिस्प्यूटेड साइट और डिस्प्यूटेड स्ट्रक्चर इज व्हाट द हाई कोर्ट हैज नाउ कॉल्ड इट। एज फार एज आचार्य प्रमोद कृष्णम जी इज आल्सो कनेक्टेड विद अस एंड सो इज राहुल ईश्वर। आचार्य जी, आप इसे किस तरह से समझते हैं, क्योंकि ये डेवलपमेंट अभी जो कोर्ट के सामने आई है, अब इसे मस्जिद नहीं कहा जा सकता, ना ही मंदिर कहा जा सकता है, उस जगह को आप डिस्प्यूटेड स्ट्रक्चर का टैग दे दिया है कोर्ट की तरफ से।
देखिए, जहां झगड़ा है, जहां विवाद है, उसको विवादित ही कहा जाएगा। अब डिस्प्यूट जहां पैदा हो गया है वहां डिस्प्यूटेड स्ट्रक्चर कहना कोई गलत नहीं है। हाई कोर्ट ने बिल्कुल ठीक वर्ड यूज किया है, क्योंकि हिंदू तो मानते हैं कि ये मंदिर है और ये बाबर ने तोड़ा था और उसके बाद मस्जिद बना। अब सवाल उठता है कि कोर्ट क्या फैसला देता है। तो जब तक कोर्ट का फैसला आता है, फाइनल डिसीजन आता है, फाइनल वर्डिक्ट आता है, उसके बाद ही डिसाइड होगा ना। मगर हिंदू आस्था के हिसाब से तो वो, और इतिहास के पन्नों में जो दर्ज है, इतिहास में ये बात लिखी हुई है कि संभल में एक मंदिर को तोड़ा गया 1529 में। तो 1526 और 29 में बहुत से मंदिरों को तोड़ा गया था। तो ये इतिहास के पन्नों में भी दर्ज है। दूसरा, लोक मान्यताओं में भी बात है। हम संभल में हैं, यहाँ कल्की धाम बन रहा है, मैं यही हूँ आज भी, जहाँ भगवान का अवतार होगा। पुराणों में ऐसा लिखा है कि भगवान का अवतार संभल की पवित्र धरती पे होगा। तो संभल में भगवान का अवतार होगा। अवतार से पहले श्री कल्की धाम का निर्माण हो रहा, जिसका शिलान्यास भारत के प्रधानमंत्री जी ने किया था। अब सवाल उठता है कि भगवान जहाँ अवतार लेंगे वहाँ मंदिरों को तोड़ा गया। क्यों तोड़ा गया? इसलिए तोड़ा गया कि वहाँ हिंदुओं की आस्था जुड़ी थी। तो अब हाईकोर्ट का जो ये डिस्प्यूटेड स्ट्रक्चर कहना, मुझे लगता है बिल्कुल ठीक है। जब तक विवाद है तो वो विवादित है, इसमें कोई नई बात नहीं है।
चलिए, धन्यवाद आपका हमारे साथ जुड़ने के लिए। वेल, दैट इज आचार्य प्रमोद कृष्णम। बट लीगली नाउ मूविंग फॉरवर्ड, राहुल ईश्वर, व्हाट्स योर रीडिंग इनटू दिस? बिकॉज नाउ इट विल बी लेबल्ड एज अ डिस्प्यूटेड स्ट्रक्चर as far as when it comes to the Sambhal complex is now concerned. This is a direction coming straight from the court.
As Jainji and Pramod sir rightly pointed out, whenever there is a dispute, the court always does that. Court is finding merit in this. That's the reason why they have gone ahead with this. This is a very sensitive issue. We have to deal with it very sensitively. We have to take the people into account, the locals also into account, into confidence, because 4 to 5 people have lost their life in the past few months regarding this. Of course, some kind of settlement, understanding needs to be reached, and we need to have our pluralism intact while we deal with such issues. But it is a very significant step, no doubt, because Honorable High Court has given a verdict, and when High Court has termed something, that is the law of the land. So I hope all parties, whether they are Hindus or Muslims, do pay attention to the Honorable Court verdict and try to sort out an amicable solution.
All right. Rahul, thank you very much for joining in. So this is a development that has now come from the court directly. As far as the Allahabad High Court hearing a petition concerning the Shahi Jama Masjid, where as far as the case that was taken up today, because it was the Masjid Management Committee that had sought permission to whitewash the premises ahead of the Ramzan month, a request that had sparked off a lot of discussions in the recent months. But the ASI also was expected to submit its response on the cleanliness of the complex. However, the court had earlier directed the ASI to inspect the premises and to ensure its maintenance. Meanwhile, when it comes to filing a response to the ASI findings, this is as far as the masjid side, the committee's legal representatives who are filing the response to the findings of the ASI. But the mosque, or as far as this complex is now concerned, it has now been tagged, it has now been labeled as a disputed site. Now, as far as taking claim over this complex, because this is coming directly from the court there, this is now the demand of the Hindu side that came in with the Allahabad High Court order that got the Jama Masjid of Sambhal written as a disputed structure. That means no two sides can stake claim over this till the matter is decided by the court. And the ASI, which raised questions on the pressure being exerted by the Muslim side regarding the painting of the mosque. But फकरुल जी भी हमारे साथ फोन लाइन पर जुड़ गए हैं। अब कॉम्प्लेक्स, अब जिस तरह से कहा जाए शाही जामा मस्जिद को अब वो कॉम्प्लेक्स का नाम दे दिया गया, एक डिस्प्यूटेड स्ट्रक्चर, एक विवादित स्ट्रक्चर का नाम दिया गया है सीधा कोर्ट की तरफ से। आप क्या कहेंगे?
देखिए, मैं समझता हूँ या समाजवादी पार्टी समझती है कि कोर्ट में ऐसा क्या एविडेंस पेश किया गया कि उस स्ट्रक्चर को विवादित स्ट्रक्चर कोर्ट द्वारा किया गया। समाजवादी पार्टी समझती जब वो आदेश सामने आएगा पूरा, तब पढ़ने के बाद उस पर जरूर टिप्पणी करेंगे। लेकिन अभी तक उस जो जामा मस्जिद है संभल की, उसको लेके दूसरे तरफ से कोई एविडेंस अभी तक पेश नहीं किया गया था कि वहां पे कुछ और रहा हो। इसलिए अगर किसी धर्म स्थल को विवादित स्थल कहा जाएगा तो वो बिल्कुल भी उचित नहीं है। देश की न्यायपालिका का फैसला है और वो अंतिम फैसला नहीं है, ना अंतिम टिप्पणी है। इसलिए समाजवादी पार्टी समझती जब वो पूरा आदेश सामने आएगा तो जरूर इस पर टिप्पणी करेंगे।
चलिए ठीक है, वी आर वेटिंग ऑल्सो फॉर द फुल ऑर्डर टू कम आउट फ्रॉम द कोर्ट देयर. थैंक यू वेरी मच फकरुल जी हमारे साथ जुड़ने के लिए. Swapnil Kothari is also connected with us. Swapnil, legally what does it mean as far as tagging a complex now as a disputed structure? No two sides can stake claim. This is a clear direction that is now coming in from the court there. What does it mean legally?
Well, legally it means that it cannot be one structure as per the decision of the court, meaning if one side says that it was a mosque and the other side says that there was a temple earlier and that's where the mosque has been erected. So neither of those people can stake a claim unless appropriate evidence has been furnished. Now, if you furnish evidence, whether by way of an affidavit or whatever it is, and here Archaeological Society of India will play a major role because that is a governing body. Now, if they come with a conclusion or if they come with a report saying that yes, there was a temple earlier, then that is something which the court will have to take into consideration. But if they are also ambivalent about it, then I think eventually what the court will say that let the status quo be, and if it happens to be a mosque right now, then let it be unless you can stake a claim otherwise. So it's like saying that, if I say that my check is forged, then, I have to prove that my check was forged and this is my signature. So it's for me to prove. It's not for the other side to say that, my check was correct and I have not forged it. It's for me to say that the check was forged. So it's a sort of a distant comparison where this is a different issue and that is a different issue, but the logic is the same behind it. The legal logic is the same, that if anybody says to that extent that yes, there was a temple earlier, then you have to prove that. You have to tender evidence to that effect. Otherwise, what is going to happen is that this will all continue ad nauseum with respect to other places as well. I'm not saying that either of the side is right or wrong. I'm just pointing it out to you, the quandary that the court is in right now. So that's why the court says...
So this is now it comes to providing evidence as far as when it comes to this structure is concerned, whether or not previously it was a temple that was broken down to construct a masjid. That now depends mainly on the ASI, which now plays a pivotal role. Swapnil Kothari, thank you very much for joining in. Mr. Kothari will, legally, if he's helping us understand how the case legally will now proceed. Vinod Bansal ji bhi hamare saath abhi phone line pe jud gaye, because Vinod Bansal जी, अब ये कॉम्प्लेक्स को अब विवादित स्ट्रक्चर के नाम पे अब कोर्ट की तरफ से सीधा डायरेक्शन आई. आपको क्या लगता है कि अब जो रोल है एएसआई का वो कितना बढ़ जाता है?
नेचुरली देखिए, एएसआई का रोल बहुत बड़ा है, था भी और है भी और रहेगा भी. एएसआई इज अ वर्ल्ड नोन ऑर्गेनाइजेशन and it has a prestigious body also, which has been recognized by so many countries also, as well as our own country. और आप देखिए कि ये तो नेचुरली एक डिस्प्यूटेड स्ट्रक्चर ही है. यू कैन नॉट टेक इट एज ए मॉस्क. That's why it is on the same line when the Ram Janmabhoomi case was also heard by the Honorable Supreme Court and High Courts. तो उन सब ने बेसिकली यही कहा कि ये विवादित ढांचा है. Unless it is proven, you cannot say it's a temple or a mosque.
So no two sides can take, stake claim over now the structure which is now been tagged as a disputed site by the court there. Thank you very much, Vinod Bansal ji, हमारे साथ जुड़ने के लिए. This is a big development, and we'll getting more reactions on this as far as when it comes to the Jama Masjid of Sambhal has now been written as a disputed structure by the court. We head into a short break. You're watching Times Now.